Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am the Emerald Raider and I'm joined by
the Jade Elf.
And where we last left off, we were exploring the city of New Atlantis and getting some shady jobs from a few people. And now I think we're gonna head over to this waypoint, since this freaking tooltip won't come off the front of our screen until we do.
You know what's weird? There's so many tropical plants. So like, yeah, in these little sections.
That's not what I meant to do at all.
And then there's so many buildings. It's weird.
Several times. I simply cannot quantify human.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
Caffeine.
Needs coffee. Pick one. Get
Why is he like looking to the side?
Let's get on with our lives. Yeah.
Thanks for choosing
Vanguard.
Sure.
Hello and welcome to Terra Brew. How
I'd
can I
like to
serve
place
you?
an order. What's your favorite thing on the menu? Hey, that's what I asked.
Corporate policy requires me to state that everything Terra Brew offers is my favorite.
I'm glad you're honest.
Certainly.
All right.
Please take your time.
Oh,
Chunks potato package.
actually, since we're already here, we're gonna go ahead and sell all this freaking food since it doesn't actually do much.
Oh, hey, nice. Yeah, because we don't eat food, right?
Like, it has a few effects on it, but I don't.
Yeah, way too much. We have 26 Solomon's Reserve.
No, that's the value of it.
Oh. I totally know what I'm talking about.
Howdy.
Just a robot walking through people. Nothing weird.
Well, can't give up now. Perhaps my luck will turn.
What are they trying to do? Are they trying to order, like,
Nothing good
through
comes.
the machine?
I don't know. I thought I heard somebody talking, but oh.
Ilom de Garmo.
Here one moment, gone the next. I tell you, you must cherish everything and everyone while they're here. You never know when you may lose them.
Talking about, man.
I'm sorry for your loss. It takes time to grieve. Your loss will get easier with time. Ooh.
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You see, I lost something invaluable. Lost it in a bet, if you must know. It was one of my most prized items in my collection. It was a gem, priceless, no doubt, and its beauty was blinding. Oh, life seems a little less bright without it. That scoundrel George St. George has it in his possession now, and knowing that fills me with such envy and anger.
If you miss it that badly, there has to be a way to get it back. Well, it sounds like you lost it fair and square. Try to move on. Or all of this over a gem you lost in a bet. You made it seem like someone died. He doesn't make it seem like somebody died, but there should be a way to get it back is what I would think. What do you feel like saying?
Yeah, that first one.
I agree. I think I know just the thing.
You get it back for me.
George, like myself, is a collector of trinkets and relics from Earth. I have in my possession a plate that I'm sure he won't be able to live without. Please, would you be my hero and go exchange the plate for the jewel? I'm sure it will work.
Okay, I'll make the exchange for you. My hands are tied right now. Can't do it. Or why can't you do it yourself?
Why can't you do it yourself?
Oh, God, no. I could never face him myself. I'd be sick just at the sight of him.
The ugly?
St. George would never give the gem back if I went myself. He would gain a smug satisfaction from declining the offer.
Oh. Okay, I'll make the exchange for you.
Fantastic! Here's the plate. Come back to me when you have the gem, and please don't drop it. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Guillaume, by the way. It's
Oh,
a
I
pleasure
totally butchered his name. This gem must mean a lot to you. What if George rejects the exchange? Are you sure the plate is enough? Are you from the area, or are you a gambler by trade?
Are you a gambler by trade?
Not by profession. I work out of the Valberg building. Gambling is a vice I've indulged since I was a young man, and I've amassed a great collection of trinkets and valuables from it. Alas, recently my luck has soured and my collection is dwindling by the day. But I can't stop, right? I can't just quit. Because what if my luck returns?
The most important part of gambling is knowing when to quit when you're ahead. Absolutely. I'm sure your luck will turn around eventually.
Do we lead them on?
I don't know. I can't make this choice.
Absolutely. I'm sure your luck will turn around eventually.
I'm glad you understand. Lady Luck can be a cruel mistress, but I'm sure she will smile upon me soon.
This gem must mean a lot to you.
It does. It was the first item I ever collected. The start of it all. I received that gem when I was a young man. To know that I foolishly wagered it, threw it away. Well, I won't make that mistake again.
What if George rejects the mistake? Are you sure the plate is enough?
I can assure
Exchange,
you
not mistake.
he won't decline. As much as I hate to say it, St. George and I are cut from the same cloth. We both adore relics from Earth, no matter how large or monetarily valuable they are. They are a piece of human history, and that means a lot to us both. It pains me to part with the plate, but I happen to have a few others in my collection. If it means sacrificing one to get the gem back, I will.
What type of things do you collect?
I collect all sorts. Gems, novelties, old Earth trinkets. Anything and everything that has some sort of value, monetary or otherwise. One of my favorite possessions is a fork that was used on Earth. How amazing is that? You'd be amazed what people will wager in a bet. I've won and lost some truly breathtaking things. My collection, as it stands, is quite valuable and substantial. It used to be more so, but my bad string of luck lately has affected it.
Are you from the area?
Yes, I've been blessed to call New Atlantis home. When I was a younger man, I would travel the settled systems with no home to call my own. I was a nomad, if you will. But out of all the places I've been, no place quite spoke to me like New Atlantis. Is something wrong?
No, everything's fine. I'll go get your thing.
Until next time.
Sure thing, girly man. I mean, William.
Did you call him girly man?
Wondered about, well, you know, the question.
This is New Atlantis Transit, or the NAT. It provides free transportation throughout the city. We can take it directly to...
Yeah, let's take it to Mast.
the Mast District.
It's really annoying that you can't turn off that little thing up at the very top middle.
Will be waiting
Hey,
for you at the
fun.
It was just like, stop doing fun things. Come do this.
I mean, I guess it makes sense, all the tropicalness. Because this is like the city.
I think they built it on top of like this stuff, or maybe it's their decoration, it's their decor.
It looks really nice. Why is the jet not jetting?
The what?
That
We are.
pack
The lodge.
thing that you're trying to make
front
move.
door should unlock if you
Make
hold
go.
up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be
Waiting for you.
Captain, everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
Okay. I will tell Barrett I don't care.
You appear to have a visitor.
We should have listened through the window.
We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't?
Prior to tag, Barrett asked me to deliver the artifact. It doesn't matter. I have your artifact. Who are you? Why don't we start with you telling me that what Constellation is?
You're not the boss of me. Why don't you start with telling me what Constellation is?
Very well. This is a private organization dedicated to exploration. Space primarily, but also anomalies throughout the settled systems. It's inherently dangerous work, so if one of our own doesn't show up as planned, then we tend to have questions. Speaking of which, where is Barrett?
Do I just keep ignoring her? Who are you?
Sarah Morgan, chair of Constellation. That means anything you discussed with Barrett is my business. Now, if you would please...
Are you doing this because you can't be a bad guy in Baldur's Gate?
Yeah, I'm being a dick just to be a dick right now. It doesn't matter, I have your artifact. Nah, okay. Pirates attacked. Barrett asked me to deliver the artifact.
I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
Yeah, lady. If
Wow.
I did something to Barrett, wouldn't Vasco have killed me?
Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter,
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
thank you, Matteo.
Fucking hippie.
Let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything?
It was bright lights and music. I'm not talking about this. That thing almost killed me. Or how many times has this happened? Who else has had these visions?
Yeah, how many times has this happened? Who else has these visions?
We think it's anyone else who pulls one out of the rock for the first time. Why? We're not sure yet. So if you wouldn't mind adding another data point.
It was bright lights and music. I was like at a concert.
Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt.
Constellation Guide 1 permanently reduces fall damage by 5.
The
Yoink.
greatest mystery in the universe? Why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see.
Did I already give it to her?
We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the
Oh, no, I guess
we
not.
already
Oh.
have,
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
I like the way you fucking talk to me, homie. But I'm gonna place the artifact on here anyway.
That's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only 2 of them at first.
oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None.
Oh shit, it's more than 2 pieces. What the hell?
Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one.
Oh, there's a lot of pieces missing.
That means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits.
Oh,
for
you're an
wait,
alien.
not right?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had
You're an alien guy.
it wouldn't be
He's not an alien, but he's excited about aliens.
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend?
He's like the meme, aliens.
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
All right, I'm in. Tell me what happens next. This is all a little much. I need some time to clear my head. How much do you know about the artifacts? What are they? Guess very little. You want me in Constellation? What does that mean? What's expected?
Yeah, is this a job? Am I getting paid?
We're all here because we're committed to exploring space. Humanity may have settled the stars, but that doesn't mean we should stop diving into the unknown. Beyond that, you'll be expected to use your own judgment, just like the rest of us.
How much do you know about the artifacts? What are they?
Individually, they're just odd hunks of metal, another oddity from the uncharted reaches of space. As to what they are, what they're building, well, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now.
Alright, I'm in. Tell me what happens next.
You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together.
Ugh.
Get your feet wet.
I don't like you though. Why would I want to travel with you?
Earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In
Money?
addition to credits,
Yeah.
why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability?
I already have some.
Anyway, just mind your head.
Hey, level up. Let's go back to tech. Ballistic weapon system, boost training, piloting, security, targeting control. Can I get this one? I can. Nice. I think the next one I'm gonna get, or we should get probably, Jade is, where are you at? Was it weightlifting? Yeah. Increase carrying capacity by 10 kilograms. Oh god, no. We're gonna be so over encumbered all the time.
What does that mean?
We're gonna have to like sell a bunch of stuff after every mission.
Ugh. This really is uncharted territory, isn't it? That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
Sarah said something about a place for me to stay. You seem to know a lot about these artifacts. I was wondering about other types of exploration work besides the artifact. The vision I saw, what do you think it was? And how long have you been working on all this? Ooh, I almost got the whole thing.
Nice. You seem to know a lot about these artifacts.
Oh gosh, no. I mean, that's flattering, but really, we're making this up as we go. Until you arrived, we only had the two, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work. There's still so much we don't know, and that means a lot of work ahead of us.
I was wondering about other types of exploration work besides the artifact.
Of course, there's plenty of planets out there that no one has ever set foot on, and everything we learn about them is valuable. We have a board where we post anything specific we're looking for. A type of alien flora or fauna, or a planet with a specific quality, like if it's primed to have life but doesn't yet.
Oh, nice. Check out the Constellation board.
Vision.
Everything all right?
Oh my god.
The vision I saw, what do you think it was?
Oh, right, that. If we're approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucinations. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something, an energy surge, some other phenomenon.
This wasn't random synapses firing, it means something, so there's a reasonable explanation. Whatever I saw and heard, it wasn't coming from me. Barrett saw something too? Yeah, Barrett saw something too, right?
He did. At the time, well, it's Barrett. We weren't sure if he was kidding around. Clearly, he wasn't.
Yeah, whatever I saw and heard, it wasn't coming from me, it was coming from the game.
Unfortunately, that's what a lot of people report in these situations. I'm not saying you didn't really see anything, just that it's really hard to determine after the fact. That's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right?
How long have you all been working on this?
Well, Constellation's been around forever, more than 50 years now. But we only became aware of the artifacts recently. Barrett discovered the first one about 2 years ago, right under our noses. And he was the one who got this all in motion. It's a shame he isn't here to see this.
Let me know how I can help you learn more.
Well, right now nothing's off the table. Metallurgical analysis, chemical composition. I'm looking at everything. One thing I'm really trying to improve is my overall database of xenobiology. I don't know if it will help in this case, but the more we know about, well, everything, the better off we are, right? Speaking of, if you're going to be out there looking for more artifacts, you're bound to come across some interesting specimens. Anything organic, I'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Organic stuff, got it. I have more important things to worry about, or how would organic resources help with learning about the artifacts?
Organic stuff, got it.
There's a galaxy chock full of resources. The more data I have, the more thorough an analysis I can do. And if it sweetens the deal, I can pay. Pretty well, too. Walter's pockets may not be bottomless, but they are pretty deep.
Yeah, Sarah said something about a place for me to stay.
Planning on sticking around then? Good.
Oh.
I think
Do we have some organic thing?
And along the way, I can give you the very
don't think so.
abbreviated tour.
Oh.
Right. So you've seen the library, obviously.
My wife and I have something.
Walter's quite proud of the collection.
I have been
but
informed
Mateo has
that
made more than a few
I have.
contributions.
I remain
Gardens are out the doors there.
Constellations,
If you need a moment of quiet
renders me
contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part. At least
It has been
I think they're both talking to me right now. Walter, I'm busy. Don't be rude.
Constellation's founder had this place built decades ago.
What the hell is
Yeah.
he saying? God damn, this fucking game.
Time, but most people in the city have forgotten.
It's alright, it's alright. That's the Bethesda charm.
That's a astronaut in the picture.
Oh yeah.
It's so weird that you have to get out from in there to go upstairs, but then you go back right back in there.
You can always go up this ladder and make a jump.
This is true.
I didn't take nothing.
Usually no tender, so help yourself. Within reason, of course.
Within reason.
About that room. You're in luck. We
I
were almost
regret
at max
taking it.
occupancy already, but there's still
'Cause we're heavier?
for grabs. It's
Yeah, it's useless and we're heavier now.
Can we throw it at someone? Ooh, that looks like a triceratops.
Only got one horn.
Ah, I've been schooled.
It's a monoceratops.
Ooh, looks like we're gonna have a nice room.
common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy!
Sure will. Thanks, Noel. Moby Dick.
Call me Ishmael. Some years ago, never mind how long precisely, having little or no money in my purse and nothing particular to interest me on shore, I thought I would sail about a little and see the watery part of the world. And so continues Melville's classic tale, Revenge and Obsession, for a total of 341 pages. I've always wanted to read this book and never have. This is the exact beginning.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I only know that because of Matilda. Why are we just sitting there like weirdos?
Because we can. Oop.
Chardonnay.
Oh, I thought I could use that knot. Okay.
Oh, we could leave stuff in there. Cool.
Yeah, leave Moby Dick in there. And leave all this crap that I got. Wait, what was that? My Digipix? Quest items? Oh, Earth plate. Oh, he meant a literal plate. That's funny. Yeah, I didn't mean to give you my Digipix. Give that back.
What is that?
It's valuable, so we'll go sell that. Okay, let's go meet the rest of the crew. Let's see what Walter has to say. Can I even get in their rooms? Yo, I can. Am I gonna steal their stuff?
I know Mateo's supposed to be on one side. What? Why are your pillows on the ground?
He is a fucking hippie.
Ooh. Sir Livingstone's second journal. I heard tell from some of the old timers that although the Earth suffered its sad fate, that her faithful companion Luna fared much better. Apparently, you can still find the remnants of one of the old Apollo missions, something a secret rite of passage for chairs of Constellation, if Banks was to be believed. During one of those rare interludes of calm while doing other research on Earth, I figured I could spare time. I was, as they say, in the neighborhood. It took some serious scanning. Like how when he's writing, he's still trying to be funny. It took some serious scanning and a couple of false leads, but I found it. To walk in the same place as those earliest of interstellar explorers. Unbelievable what they achieved in such primitive technology. I found the whole experience moving, inspiring. I will advise my successor to do the same. We'll make proper tradition of it yet. This is an excerpt from Sir Malcolm Livingstone's second journal.
That's cool. We should go find it. Yeah, visit the Apollo landmark. Nice.
Ooh, a lab.
That's got value. Oh, that's got value too. Oh yeah. Let's sell all these people's stuff.
Someone's gonna come in here. Oh, where's that specimen? Where's my microscope?
Gonna sell your fish bowl. Gonna sell your skin cream. Whose is this? Oh, this must be Noelle's, huh?
Probably.
She shows me around. I steal all her shit. Who's this?
I feel like it's what's her face? Sarah? Was that her name?
Ooh, your deck of cards got value. So does the board again.
Our lock.
Toy spaceship. Notepad. Vodka. Nice. Yeah, I don't think this would be hers. She did say some of the members weren't here, so. This looks a lot more like hers. Weapon case? What do you mean it can't be open? Is this like a special reward for something we do later?
Maybe.
Can't open that either, man.
Oh, that's a bigger weapon case too.
Whosever room this is, there's the only room they keep locked. They keep stuff locked on. Oh, that notebook didn't have anything. Damn it. It's just the janitor's closet. This room is messy. Sebastian Banks' speech.
Text log. Following. Oh, can we play it?
No, I was looking at it.
That's lame. That would have been cool. The following is an excerpt of Constellation founder Sebastian Banks' stirring 2276 speech to United Colonies leadership about the importance of continued space exploration. This is why, my esteemed peers, I beseech you, do not forego the dreams of humanity only to plunge civilization into an endless nightmare. The settled systems stand once more on the brink of war, and for what? A dispute over space? The cosmos is infinite, and yet, like our earthbound ancestors, we have become selfishly obsessed over what we consider ours. At our core, are we a race of conquerors, of warriors? No, my friends. If nothing else, humans are explorers. So let us continue exploring. Now is the time to venture beyond the imagined borders of the settled systems and fulfill the dreams of humanity. For if we continue down this path, funding only war and not exploration, I fear there will be no one left to remember why we fought in the first place.
This guy clearly wasn't a student of history, because we are a race of warriors and conquerors and the worst. Explorers, my ass. Well, I mean, yeah, we explore, and then whatever we find, we take, so.
Report on Constellation. The following is an excerpt from a 2283 SSNN news report about Constellation's near collapse. And although Constellation's relevance has been subject of much debate amongst the New Atlantis intelligentsia, the disappearance of founder Sebastian Banks was a blow most felt the organization couldn't survive. He disappeared. In fact, Constellation's disbanding seemed imminent until member Chloe Bao changed her vote in the 11th hour, thus ensuring the group's continued operation, at least for the time being, as well as her unexpected appointment to the position of chair.
Oh, this is her room. Or maybe not, because I don't know. Stop guessing who's. You're Sarah. Wait. Who's Chloe?
She did say that a lot of them were missing.
Dang it, I keep clicking the wrong one. Folder report.
The Clark Lewis. I breached the hole at approximately 1348 Seoul time. As expected, all internal systems were offline. Emergency power had ceased to function years earlier. So I was navigating the ship in the 0G again. I expected that. Almost immediately, I started seeing the bodies. They were everywhere. The crew, the settlers, all of them, drifting throughout the ship. What surprised me were the obvious variations in the causes of death. Those not in suits were frozen and fairly well preserved, and I imagine some of them actually asphyxiated. Others were emaciated, as if they had starved prior to death and freezing. Others had substantial wounding, gunshots, stab wounds. I even found an arm floating amongst the debris, but not the owner of said arm. It was when I got to the engine room that things finally started to make sense. Due to my approach, I hadn't noticed it from the outside, but half of the compartment was actually gone. Completely destroyed. The helium-3 tanks had ruptured. Somehow sabotaged. Sabotage? Faulty equipment? It wasn't clear. But the reactor was gone, blown into space. No helium-3 meant no jumping. No reactor meant no engines, no thrusters. That meant the Clark Lewis was dead in space, forever. A few personal logs I discovered only confirmed what I then assumed. Life on Clark Lewis dissolved over the course of the next few years. Some people starved to death, others resorted to violence and even murder. There was even some compelling, though unsubstantiated evidence indicating cannibalism. For these settled systems at large, the disappearance of Clark Lewis is a topic of urban legend. Like Bigfoot or the Roanoke colony, part of the myth held that the ship had made it to some Eden-like planet where the settlers had established a kind of utopia. It's a hell of a thing knowing something an entire galaxy does not. Holding onto a truth so terrible, you're not even sure it could see the light of day. Chloe Bao's extensive 2282 report on the destruction of Clark Lewis colony ship, which was reported lost in the year 2257, was the subject of much contention with Constellation. At the time, when space exploration was already on the decline, Sebastian Banks feared that the horrifying story of Clark Lewis and its crew would prevent people from venturing out into the dangerous unknown space. So this was Chloe who reported this, and Banks was like, nah, you ain't telling nobody. Then Banks disappeared, and now Chloe's chair?
Oh man, you got us some conspiracy theories brewing.
I sure do.
I'm literally about to sell all of their things.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna mess this up. Mamasa's diary. Seems like just yesterday I was pulled into this exciting new organization, Constellation. We would push the boundaries of human knowledge and experience by exploring farther into space than anyone had ever before. We're all into the Starfield. God, I was so young. We all were, but I was the youngest of us all. Now here we are on the brink of disaster. The colony war may be over, but the settled system seems to just be waiting for the next one. Exploration is now at best quaint, at worst irrelevant. Fortunately, and it was no small feat, I've managed to put together a list of potential new members. They are Irvin Medani, young biologist and physician from the Freestar Collective. Barrett, promising young physicist from the UC, a colorful character to say the least. Alice Campbell, woman of action and pilot, claims to have flown every type of ship at least once. Russell Luther, astronomer and Freestar Collective military, argumentative by effective. Vizola Chen, philosopher historian, specializes in human early days of space exploration. Jintao Min, dedicated to finding truth among the stars. Neon hitman rumors are troubling. With any luck, this new blood will be just what Constellation needs to keep going, maybe, hopefully. From the personal diary of Aja Mamasa, former Constellation chair. Former.
Yeah, so the only name I recognized on there was Barrett. Alright.
Since I got here, this has felt like home. These people are family. I hope it feels that way for you too.
What were you saying now, Walter?
Sarah is the best possible person to be running Constellation.
That was good timing.
At a time like this. Focused, no nonsense, and dedicated. Well,
don't walk away from me. I'm talking to you.
Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line.
That doesn't sound crazy, does it?
I hate that they're talking over each other. I don't even like it when people do that to me in real life. I've been called worse. If that was an apology, you can do better. You don't even know me.
Considering we used to be bounty hunters, I'm pretty sure we've been called worse.
Still doesn't excuse it. My frustrations lie more with Barrett. Not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So, let's start over, shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard.
Glad to be here. Just watch the grumpiness in the future. I hope the drinks are at least free.
I hope the drinks are at least free.
Yes, well, a stocked bar is a treat I think Constellation can afford. For now. But if you clean us out, you're on your own. By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need.
This isn't where I'd expect to find a CEO. What's your role in the Constellation? Do you think the vision I had means anything, or what kind of company is Stroud Eklund?
Do you think the vision I had means anything?
Up until very recently, I'd likely have dismissed it as, I don't know, hallucinations. But now, I'm not sure what to think. I don't suppose you have a history of this sort of thing, do you?
I've never seen anything like that in my life. Oh, sure, I see lights and hear the music all the time. It's a nonstop party in my head. I haven't hit my head recently, if that's what you're asking, or you mean, have I seen something like this before?
I'm between these middle two.
You can pick. They both sound very sarcastic to me, which I'm not.
Well, clearly the sarcasm center of your brain is intact. I'm no scientist. I leave that to the likes of Barrett and young Noel there. But I think we can all agree there's something unusual going on here. Frankly, This is the most exciting thing that's happened in years.
What's your role in Constellation?
Me? Why, I'm the wallet. Someone has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use. I don't pretend to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here.
Good man, they wouldn't be able to do shit if you didn't fund them.
That's true.
This isn't where I'd expect to find a CEO, though.
Funny thing about companies, you build one sturdy enough, it doesn't need you there all the time to prop it up. Stroud Eklund functions quite well on a day-to-day basis, leaving me time to devote to more esoteric pursuits. For years, I was captivated by the writings of Constellation's founder, Sebastian Banks. I finally decided to do something more than admire from a distance, and so now I call the lodge home as much as anywhere else.
What kind of company is Stroud Eklund?
We're most well known for ship manufacture. No expense spared. If you want the best and can afford it, you choose Stroud Eklund. Unfortunately, our success means you'll sometimes see Stroud Eklund ship modules on less than reputable vessels. They covet them. The bastards. I've tried to convince the United Colonies we can help in that regard, but they're married to Deimos Star Yards, and those old salts are stuck in the glory days. Until next time.
People don't wait a single second before going, hey, you alright?
It's like when you're on the phone and you don't answer right away. They just be like, hello, hello.
Okay. I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else. You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us.
These artifacts all came out of caves. What do you make of the vision I saw, and what brought you to Constellation?
What do you make of the vision I saw?
I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise. Both you and Barrett saw something. I don't think that's a coincidence. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? I don't want to necessarily use the words divine revelation, but, you know, if the label fits.
If it meant something, I didn't understand it. I know it's important. I can feel it. Maybe I'm just going crazy. All I know is I've never experienced anything like it, and you think this was a religious experience?
You think this was a religious experience?
Not necessarily, no, but it does kind of have the hallmarks of one, doesn't it? I'm certainly not going to rule it out just yet.
If it meant something I didn't understand.
Okay, that's all right. Maybe you weren't supposed to. Maybe it'll make sense later. We're going to get to the bottom of this. We just need more data, which means more artifacts.
These artifacts all came out of caves?
Second one was on Kazal, buried the same as the one you found. But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust?
What brought you to Constellation?
Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation.
Interesting.
Take care of yourself.
Curious feeling, knowing that you've seen something.
All right, Sarah, met everyone. What's up?
Know something. No one
So,
else.
are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else?
I'm ready. I still need some time to get settled. What is Constellation? What do you do? How well known is Constellation? And what do you know about the artifacts?
Pretty sure they've all explained to me what the hell Constellation is.
They have.
But I don't know what she does specifically.
Yeah.
We're explorers. Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown. We just take that a little more seriously than others. We were founded decades ago by a man named Sebastian Banks. He wanted a small group of people from all corners of the settled systems dedicated to the biggest question of all. What's out there? These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
How well known is Constellation?
I don't know what you've heard, but I can imagine. First of all, I think you can dismiss any stories about us no longer existing. I don't believe in smearing our name everywhere we can. Exploring the universe, charting the unknown, that's what counts. Besides, having a little mystery gives us room to maneuver. A fixed reputation could fence us in a lot of ways.
So they have a pretty mixed reputation then.
So, what do you know about the artifacts?
Not much, but you've seen them for yourself. It doesn't take a lot to realize we're dealing with something extraordinary. Just what that is, we'll have to figure out. It's what we do.
Yeah, I'm ready.
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually, but a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising.
I have to admit, I'm excited. My first mission. Good, a chance to learn more about the United Colonies. Legwork never pays off quite the way you expect. The UC Vanguard, or other people have artifacts?
The UC Vanguard?
A volunteer force that helps defend the edges of United Colonies space. They're always looking for recruits. Lots of retired veterans and dangerous professionals mixed in with part-timers who barely have a laser cannon welded to a hull. My contact is in the recruiting office, so he hears a lot about what the volunteers are up to.
Other people have artifacts?
We have to assume that we're not the only ones to have stumbled into this mystery. But most people aren't going into space looking for the unknown. They're looking for places to settle, resources to extract, territory to defend. An odd-looking rock or a single strange hunk of metal wouldn't mean much to them. That's why Constellation exists, in a way, to put pieces like this together.
But I thought the first people to touch them get visions.
Yeah, see, that's what I was gonna talk about, is that Barrett got the visions, we got the visions, but there was one more. Who else got the visions?
Yeah, I don't think they did. Barrett said he was the only one, right? Legwork never paid. Nah. Yeah, good. A chance to learn more about the United Colonies.
Jumping to anthropology on me already? Oh, well, good. We all need our own reasons to be out there. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Got it. You and me until we get that artifact. Actually, there's some things I want to do on my own first. Or what do I get out of this anyway? Constellation have a salary?
Yeah, you gonna pay?
You mean besides the ship, the robot, and a place to stay all rent-free? We do have some funds we can disperse from time to time. Not to mention, I think we can get you a proper suit. We're explorers. We keep a lot of equipment on hand for that purpose. So the more you work with us, the more we can share what we have.
Oh, you're actually already sharing. I'm gonna be on my way to sell your stuff. But yeah, got it. You and me until we get that artifact.
We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood?
Understood. Sounds reckless. An organization should have rules. Or what do you mean? You don't care if I steal as long as you don't get caught?
I mean, Constellation has a roster of members who haven't always been on the right side of their respective society. We're risk takers. Some of us have seen the inside of a jail cell more than once. If you join us, it means you're committed to our mission. In exchange, we give you latitude in your choice of means.
Understood.
Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
Sarah Morgan is now available in the crew. She's now our active companion, and we got a new quest. This seems like a good spot to take a break, though. If you guys did enjoy, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.